Is that how you say that? Hors d'oeuvre are all finger foods.
Hors d'oeuvres,
Oh,
I think is what you're trying to say.
yeah.
The whore's over. I'm
What?
like, the whores are coming too.
Hors d'oeuvres, overs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and bad advice is handed out like free samples at Costco. I'm Franklin, and with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Ooh, buddy, it's going great.
I'm glad to hear that. The hair, it's now blonde.
What? Again, I need to gradually get it back to its natural color, which is pink. So I have to eventually adjust it. So yes, my roots were coming in pretty bad. So you have to pretty much rebleach it and go pink again. So next episode, we should be pink again.
It should be bald with all that color going on and all that chemicals going on.
Listen, my hairdresser has yet to tell me that I've killed my hair. So hairdresser?
She's still getting paid.
Yeah. If I don't have hair, she don't get a client.
then she'll start giving you that cream to put on your head. You'll have to come weekly, $500 a pop. So she'll still get paid either way.
Oh my goodness. Well, buddy, how has your week gone?
The week is great. I mean, one night this past week we had like a lightning storm that lit up the sky, and I thought we were being attacked. And I rushed home and locked myself in the bunker because I just knew it was going down. Putin was on his way. But then I realized it was just like, lightning and thunder, and that was about it. My Garth Brooks song, The Thunder Rolls.
I don't know.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, that was that. And then, hey, you know what? Congratulations to the Golden State Valkyries for advancing to the playoffs.
Oh,
First expansion team ever to do it. In their inaugural season, they beat my Dallas Wings to advance to the playoffs. Now, one thing that's going to be funny is because if they make it a long run and they go all the way, they're going to bump up against the Warriors starting. Okay. And,
really?
yeah. And some other stuff that's going on at the Chase Center. And so their first actual playoff game is going to be in our San Jose arena. So they're not even going to be able to play their first ever playoff series at home. They'll be in San Jose.
Aw.
But either way, congratulations to them. Football season has officially started. Thursday night was Dallas against the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. And Sunday, it starts everything. Go Raiders. Yes. So yeah, pretty exciting week. I had a good time. What about you?
First off, did you watch the game Friday night in was it Brazil? Is that where it was?
With
The Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers.
Yes, I saw that game, and I can't stand the Chiefs.
Right.
But I'm glad they lost.
Listen, we were hoping that Taylor Swift was going to break off her engagement because they lost, but maybe a couple more losses and maybe she'll break it off. We'll see.
Well, we'll probably see how far they get, and they'll probably hold off until they can confirm that she's going to do the halftime show. If the Chiefs don't go, she's not going to do the halftime show.
Right. Nepotism at its finest. So, but yeah, as for my week, I am currently working on trying to get a new position at work, and it is in something that I have no experience in, but that's kind of what they're looking for. But still, they are yet to get tested with these assessment tests to make sure that you're smart enough, maybe, not insane.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, are they testing to see if you're a psychotic, murderer of some sort?
I'm sure that's in the next round. But so these questions, oh my goodness, I was never good at math in school, what have you, but they're
Same.
like throwing up fractions and stuff, and it's like four different fraction numbers. Like, what would the fifth fraction number be? I'm like, I don't even know what the first four are, and you gave them to me. So,
Right. Oh my God. That's so crazy, right?
but I think I did good, so we'll see. I'll keep you
Okay.
updated. But
Yeah, good
hopefully,
luck.
thank you. Hopefully, I can get into something different
Okay.
than
Yeah.
customer
Good luck.
service.
Yeah, you'll win them over. It doesn't matter about the test, you know. You'll win them over with that lightning personality of yours.
Yeah. Listen, I have a good, what is it, customer service face? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, you do. You could
uh,
always smooth over the customers at the front end.
oh, which reminds me. So, like, we had a team building thing, and one of the questions was, "Do you like your coffee hot or cold?" And I was like, "Well, I like my coffee cold." And they're just like, "What? Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "I like my coffee cold and bitter, like me." And because like I put in such a good front, everyone's like, "I don't believe that. I don't believe that." In my head, I'm like, "You don't know me in real life."
Right. This is medicated me.
Right.
Once I get home, the mask comes off.
This is the Teams chat me that you're seeing. Like,
Right, cold and bitter. That's great. Well,
uh,
good. Yeah, well, good luck on that. I'm pretty sure that you will definitely dazzle them as you always do.
some jazz hands in there. But speaking of jazz hands, what do you got for us this week?
Was that a good segue? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Okay. Well, today we are tackling the Jussie Smollett saga, a story with more twists than a gas station churro stick. Yeah, Jussie Smollett, the former Empire star who in 2019 had a hate crime allegation spiral into a years long battle, media storm, and a brand new Netflix documentary titled "The Truth About Jussie Smollett." This
Hmm.
story isn't about one man; it's about race, sexuality, politics, media, and what happens when the public trust is shattered. Well, so now Jesse was the beloved star from Empire. Now you remember Empire with with Cookie when she when
Yeah,
okay,
that was
so
some of
you
the
remember
best
that.
memes at the time.
Yes, yes, and so remember the Empire. It was a good show, and he was on there as one of the brothers. Well, in 2019, Jesse told police he was attacked in Chicago by two men, two white men. He said they yelled racial slurs, tied a rope around his neck, and poured bleach on him. Now, that alone is shocking and horrifying.
Right.
But what also is strange is this all happened at 2 o'clock in the morning during a polar vortex. Now, what is a polar vortex, you say? Because I had to look it up. Well, the polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both of the Earth's poles. I didn't know the Earth had poles, but is that the North Pole and the South Pole?
It's the stripper
Or is there
poles.
stripper poles? Yeah. So basically, it's just cold. All right. Now, who even leaves their house at 2 a.m. in Chicago during this type of event, unless you're chasing Popeyes before it closes?
Or you
Now,
get that little grinder. Bloop,
yeah.
bloop.
Now, I lived in Chicago for a while, and I can tell you, Chicago winter is no joke.
Mhm.
So for him to be out at 2 o'clock in the morning, it was very strange. Okay, but soon the narrative shifted. Investigators accused Smollett of staging the attack with the help of two brothers, Ola and Abel, who happened to have been extras. I know, huh? Who happened to have been extras on the Empire show.
Oh.
And one was his personal trainer. And get this, they're black. Okay. So they said that he contacted them to set the whole thing up. And the receipts, well, there was a $3,500 check written. Now, Jesse said it was for herbal supplements. What kind of herbal supplements cost $3,500?
Man, that good shit.
That good, right?
Right.
Right? So, yeah, herbal supplements. So, fast forward, he was convicted in 2021 on 5 felony counts. He served 6 days in jail out of a 150-day sentence before being released pending appeal.
Hmm.
Now, in 2024, the Illinois State Supreme Court overturned the conviction on prejudicial grounds. That doesn't mean he was cleared of any wrongdoing. It just meant that the way the case was handled didn't hold up in court. There was talk of police department cover up, um, police corruption. That's shocking, you know?
Oh, never heard of that before.
Never heard of that before, and that's just crazy to think about. Okay, so now when watching the show, he states that he was attacked by these two guys coming back from the Subway sandwich shop. Now, funny thing about it, right? Funny thing about this is that in the video, because this is on Netflix, they show in the video Jesse is coming back from the hotel, still holding the sandwich bag. Now, as a big girl, I understand. I ain't about to leave no food behind. And so that to me was suspicious.
Mhm.
Also was the fact that he still had the rope around his neck when the police arrived. I would have had that thing off so quickly, you know. I
Right.
would have been like, I don't know, it's on the street somewhere. I didn't, but he still had it on when the police came into his apartment and just standing there with this rope, a noose, basically, because that's what happened. They said that the guys had beat him up, attacked him, and tried to put this noose around his neck that I'm assuming hang him. Now, Netflix show really didn't answer any questions. I mean, you know, was it a hoax, hype, or a hot mess? I think it
Mhm.
was a hot mess.
Right.
But there are some compelling evidences that suggest that there was a police cover up. Witnesses say they saw two white men during the night in question. There was a security guard at a hotel that said he walked out and heard someone running, put his flashlight up, and saw this man's face, like through the mask, right? And he
Mhm.
said it was a pale faced man. And this other lady said she was outside walking her two dogs and saw another white man standing near a building. And she clearly saw a rope hanging out of his back pocket. All right. And so, you know, then when she found out, you know, there was an attack and all this happened, she was like, I think I saw who it was. Then there's 10 seconds of video missing from where the security guard said he saw the man's face. So the video was turned over and it just jumps from like, you know, 240 to 250.
Oh,
Just
it
completely
got
jumps.
Epsteined.
Okay, where are the Epstein files? And so they see this, and then there's finally a video, colored video. Is that right to say colored or
I'm
just
like, where are
color?
you going with that one?
I think it's color video of the two white men walking unmasked, and they were clearly white. They were clearly of pale skin, and it
Mhm.
wasn't these two brothers, who, by the way, are Nigerian, built like brick houses, and are very dark skinned. All right. So it was clearly not them. You could see that. So in 2025, he settled with Chicago, which basically is saying, okay, fine, let's just all agree to stop talking about it, except here we are, still talking about it. And Netflix has a show that won't let us stop talking about it.
Mhm.
At the end, Jesse is finally moving on with his life, getting his career back, and has gotten engaged. So good for
Oh.
him. I know. So now, one thing that is, like I say, all of this, you know, happened for all this time, and he's finally been supposedly cleared of everything. He's getting his life back together, but there's still questions of, was there a police cover up, you know, or did he set this up for himself because he wanted to be a martyr, or he wanted to, you know, put his face out there and get more, you know, publicity, or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
Everything is just, there's two sides, and everything just isn't adding up. And like I say, watching the show, I was just like, okay, so I still didn't get any answers. Yes, yes, there was some weird stuff that I noticed, but to me, I still question the fact that he held onto that sandwich bag after getting beat down, and how about a bullet in his neck, right?
Right, right.
That was the weird thing for me, and I still can't get past that. That, you know, after all of that, you still had your Subway sandwich? Okay.
Listen, you got to eat fresh, girl.
You got to eat fresh, right?
Yeah.
So my advice to him, hey, if you're facing serious charges, just drag it out for 6 years. By then, the public will be too distracted by whatever Kanye's doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh,
he's back on track, doing what he's supposed to do, I guess. But yeah, if you were to watch the show, you're gonna leave at the end going, okay, so did he do it?
right.
Or was there a cover up? Because there is not a possible way that there's police corruption. It's just not.
No.
I've been to both Boston and Chicago, and there is no police cover up. It's just the sissy gays and the black chicks.
except for our one story. Who was the lady again in Boston?
At the bar?
Yeah, well, the story that you told us
Oh,
about
oh,
supposedly backing
yeah,
over.
backing over her boyfriend. Yeah, that was Boston police corruption
Right.
too. So yeah, that's crazy.
Mm. Did he admit to setting this up, or no, he never admitted to
No,
it? Oh,
no, he
okay.
never admitted to it. He has stuck by his story that he was attacked by two white men. He doesn't
Interesting.
know why the brothers, set him up and lied and have done all this. But again, he has stuck by his story, and you can see it in the documentary. Again, it's still very suspect. It's
Hmm.
still very you don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of unanswered questions. There's a lot of things, especially with two witnesses that he never even met. One was a white lady who was walking her dog, and she saw it, and then this other security guard who was like, "Yeah, the guy ran right by me, and I put my flashlight on him, and I was clearly it was a white guy." So
Hmm.
yeah, and then the video footage that was missing 10 seconds was very strange. So, but either way, he settled his case with Chicago police, and he, was only spent 6 days out of that hundred some odd days that he was sentenced.
Mm.
But yeah, his reputation probably did take a hit, but he's getting back on his feet.
I was gonna say, like you said, over time, people tend to like not think about forgetting. In fact, when you were telling me about this story, I'm like, wasn't that back in like 2016, 2012?
Right,
Like don't
right.
even think about it anymore.
Yeah, that was during the height of the pandemic was starting.
Hmm.
Because when I was watching this, I was like, "Why is everybody in mask?" I was like, "Oh yeah,
All right.
we were we were in the pandemic." It was just that was such a blur.
Right.
But
So,
yeah,
mm,
that's what I say. I was like, yeah, it was a long time ago, but it's coming back up. Like I say, it's a documentary now, and there's all this other new evidence that is coming out and coming to light. So, yeah,
I mean, with a Netflix documentary out there, everyone's gonna be coming out of the woodwork, and we're gonna have all these like social media detectives on it, and he'll probably be, acquitted or whatever it's called of
oh, he
everything.
was, yeah, yeah, he was.
Mm.
Charges were dropped, and like I say,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
he was acquitted of it. But again, his reputation still took a hit, and he still, people still have questions on, if it was a hoax or not.
It's
So
be one of
yeah,
those things when we're in our 80s and it's going to finally be on the news. We finally have DNA evidence of
yeah,
who attacked
right.
Jussie
Who attacked
Smollett.
him?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah, it was very interesting to, like I say, to rehash that and look
Mhm.
through it again and just go, yeah, that is kind of suspect, and a lot of weird stuff that happened. But again, he has been acquitted of those charges, and he's back on the grind.
Is he acting again?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. Something's coming up. I didn't see what it was, but yeah, he has gotten some more roles and everything like that.
Oh,
So
good for
yeah.
him. And good
Good for
luck on
him.
on your engagement.
Exactly. Good luck there.
Hopefully we get
What
an invite.
advice yeah, we probably won't, but what advice would you have for Jesse and his new beau?
So, as always, we want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals and our advice should not be taken seriously. But what
Never.
qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we didn't get beat up in the Castro for one night, but we held on to our Subway sandwiches while that man in the van tried to kidnap us. And we can lead you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
So today we'll be pulling our questions from Reddit's Am I the Asshole category.
You are.
Ugh, you know what? Never again. So if you have any burning questions, any, secrets you want to tell us that we can put on air, please let us know. We're more than happy to give advice. Just drop us a DM or something in our comments. Maybe your question will end up on the show.
Okay, let's go.
So first question I have today is, am I the asshole for making our guests participate in our puppet themed wedding? So, I mean,
I'm already uncomfortable. Okay.
so normally I try to find questions around our topic, and I was having a very hard time. And then, my personal fear of puppets and that, and this for some reason
Puppets,
jumped out.
clowns, the wind.
So small children, kittens,
Small
I'm scared of them
children.
all. Yeah.
Random people.
Right.
Fractions.
Yes, please. The devil's math. So
That's crazy.
they go on to say, my fiance, who's a 26-year-old female, and I, a 27-year-old male, met at college. We were in our school's performing arts program and met in a puppetry class. In the class, we designed our own puppets, mine named Hat Boy and my fiance's Daisy. We were what we initially used to talk to each other and flirt in class. So they're talking to each other and flirting with these puppets, by the way.
Gross.
So yeah, we fell.
I'm already picturing them in the bedroom with these puppets.
we fell in love, and in a way, we've considered Hat Boy and Daisy in love as well. Years after graduating, we still use Hat Boy and Daisy both at home and at our local but fairly prominent theater where we perform puppet shows.
I told you.
With high-end Muppet-style puppets. So, I don't know.
I told you.
While planning...
Rinks.
Do you think they use it? Yeah, no, I don't want to think.
Yeah, they do.
We're going off topic, but they probably have never had sex together, but their puppets probably had sex.
Their puppets are nasty. Their puppets is doing the dirt.
Ball gags and everything. So Kermit the Frog here.
Hi ho.
All right, back on track.
Reel it in.
Yeah. So while planning our wedding, we realized we wanted Hat Boy and Daisy to be a part of the ceremony. They've been a part of us since the beginning, and it just felt right. We also invited our entire troupe of puppeteers from the theater and got the idea that we should have our wedding completely officiated by puppets, and that our wedding parties would be made up of puppets and our closest puppeteer friends. We figure it'll make for an incredible picture. Not really.
Yeah, it is.
Here's where we aren't sure if we are the assholes or not. We're insisting that all our guests are also participate and use puppets. In lieu of gifts, we've asked everyone to purchase high quality, but not nearly the quality of professional puppets to use during our wedding. We took the guests' work out of it and directed them to several vendors, some of who offer some really cool options. Everyone could realistically expect to spend $150 to $500, depending on what sort of details and whatnot they wanted.
Nope.
Right. Already $150 for a puppet.
$500 for a puppet? Yeah, no.
Listen, when I was a kid, remember the brown paper lunch bags, and we used to make puppets out of those? That's what I would have brought.
Socks?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crunchy socks. So, well, let's just say there are a lot of people not happy. Both our parents, my wife's sister, and family members on both sides have complained that this is completely unreasonable. It is. They're concerned about how are they going to eat and drink? How are they going to dance? They put in quotation marks, you don't need hands to dance, so I don't know where this complaint came from.
You do need hands to dance because you got a point.
Right. You got to do the Trump. So, we, of course, don't expect people to have their puppet in their hand while in the bathroom, but everywhere else we'd
Oh,
really like to insist on it. I mean, why not
I'm
just play it the whole way through?
exactly.
Do you
Why
need
not on
help there?
Ah, let me get that.
So we also made sure that our hors d'oeuvres, is that how you say that? Hors d'oeuvre, are all finger foods.
Hors d'oeuvres,
Oh.
I think is what you're trying to say. The whore's over. I'm
What?
like, the whores are coming too?
Hors d'oeuvres, overs.
Hors d'oeuvres.
All right, let's go back. We also made sure that our hors d'oeuvres
I love
are
it.
all finger foods. There will be plenty of cocktail tables so people can put down their drinks. We even made
Lord.
sure. Are you done? Are you finished?
Because it's usually me that screws up words. Okay, go ahead. I'm
You're all good.
sorry.
You're fine. We even made sure that all the food for the dinner itself is portioned so that it can be eaten in bite sizes just with a fork without having to use a knife. We really think this would make for a special day. We only get to do it once and think that it will be an event that all of our guests will remember for a lifetime. Oh yeah, they're going to
They sure
remember.
will. They
we
sure will.
we have a hard time believing that once there, they wouldn't have a blast. So Reddit, are we the asshole for making what we think is a silly but harmless, reasonable request for our one special day? Thanks for reading.
You're not an asshole. You're just a weirdo. I mean, yeah, that's your wedding. That's how you want it. But if you want it that way, then you should purchase the puppets for them. Why am I going to go out and buy a $500 puppet that I'm never going to use again?
Right.
Just to satisfy your fetish.
Right.
So yeah, no, you're not an asshole. It's just you're, like I say, a weirdo. In my opinion. But I'm sure it was cute. It was probably fun. But are they talking in the puppets? I would love to kind of like be a fly on the wall for that to see exactly what was going on with the puppets. Are they
Yeah.
just, talking with as the puppet and whatnot? But no, I think they should have got the puppets themselves, placed them on the tables for all of their guests. At the reception, that's where you bring them, not the actual wedding.
Yeah.
At the reception, everybody has their puppets, and they get there and they can start filling out the name for the puppet, and then go into their characters and perhaps have fun there, and then dancing with them. But no, to make me go out and buy something, no, I'm coming with a sock or a paper bag.
Right.
I'm not going out and spending that. If you don't want any gifts, okay, that's fine. But I'm not going to spend. I'm not going to spend $500 for something like that. I want to get you a gift that you're going to use in the long term. Are you going to keep all these puppets
Right.
in your puppet house? You know,
They're
sitting
gonna,
there,
yeah, sit them
sitting
on
there
the
in the
couch,
chair,
everything. Yeah.
sitting there, yeah, watching you have puppet sex.
But
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
I mean, so it's your wedding. So if you want to have like puppets officiated or puppets of the wedding party, great, go at it. Me personally, I may, if I see that on the invite, may, pass on that one because
Okay.
again, it'll creep me out. But unless they're all like cute, like Muppet type puppets, whatever. But if they're like ventriloquist dummies and that and Chucky dolls, like, no, I'm good. So, but
Yeah, I would like the old men from the Muppets.
oh
That
yeah,
was set up in the corner up there. I'd want those guys.
that'd be actually great for a wedding. Have them like off to the side as you're doing your vows. They're
Exactly.
like, boo.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is if, now that you're enforcing it on your guests too, like that's where I'm like, nah, that's not cool. Like, not everyone has the money, to be buying $500 puppets, and
Right.
not everyone wants to sit there and pretend to be a puppet like the whole day or carry a puppet around their
Exactly.
neck all day long like that. Like, let your guests be them, do their thing,
Right.
and you can do your own little like puppet fetish thing up there on stage.
And that's exactly what it is. A fetish.
Okay, so for the next one we're going to do, am I the asshole for leaving the room because of excessive farts? So me. We go from puppets to farts, people. Nothing but high class here. So me, a
Oh.
31-year-old male, and my partner, who's a 33-year-old male, are in a deeply committed and steady relationship. But recently, hey, how old is Jussie Smollett?
35 or 4.
Oh, I
You
was,
think this is him?
yeah, I was wondering if he wrote in. So,
You're so
uh,
sweet.
we are in a deeply committed and steady relationship, but recently he has been farting a lot and super stinky. I assume it's part of the changes in his diet, gym and protein dissolved shakes and water. I took the initiative and bought, I don't even know what these are, but dimethicone and amalgadrates, chewing pills, but he refuses to take it. So tonight I reminded him to take those chewing pills and tolerated it for a while. He didn't take them, but it's so stinky in our bedroom that I even got awakened because of the stench or the fart sounds. So am I the asshole
Oh.
for leaving the room to sleep on the guest room and refuse to get back into our room tonight since it's smelling so bad and he will continue farting?
Oh, gross. I mean, no, you're not the asshole. Nobody wants to smell shit. But I mean, I guess you kind of signed up for that, right? But I
What that's supposed to mean?
um, but yeah, I mean, if he's not going to, take his little, gas X, whatever it is, that is kind of it can be it's rude. It can be funny sometimes, but if when it's constant like that and it stinks up the room, come on. Yeah,
Right.
bruh, you gotta do something about that. Yeah, no, I'm sleeping somewhere else too. Nobody wants to wake up smelling like shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's it. No, he's not an asshole for leaving, and he needs to tell him, hey, look, I love you, but you got to do something about that. Either change your diet or take these. Otherwise, we're not sleeping together.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah,
I
cloud
mean,
of gas.
right. Oh god, just floating above the bed.
Under
The-
the covers, as soon as you bring him up, ugh, gross.
oh, what is it? Is it like Dutch oven? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
uh, but you, I don't know, like how much I think you have, but drinking like protein shakes and that can give you a little stinky
Yeah.
stink,
Yeah,
a
but I
little
mean,
pooty
again,
poop.
you got to take stuff afterwards to kind of combat that. Everybody has those protein farts,
Right.
and they and what's going to happen. But if it's consistent like that, you need to take something to combat that. To kind of break it up a little bit, and it's just rude. And
I,
or keep a fan on your butt, so it can just air out a little bit.
don't they have like those underwears with like the carbon pad on them to like help
Mhm.
filter?
Filter that, yeah. Or maybe he's sleeping, in the buck naked
I
in
mean,
the
listen, I will every now and then do a juice cleanse, and
Blech.
sometimes those will even like yourself, like you're just like, oh, what the hell happened back there, kind of thing, you
What
know?
was that? Okay.
Yeah, like even I don't want to be in the same room as myself.
Right. Like something has died inside of me. Exactly.
Right.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. No. No, he's not the asshole. Just tell your bruh to drink some water or do something to combat that. That's disgusting.
Stick your butt out the window, something while you sleep. I don't know. Well,
There's a toxic cloud.
right. Well, on that note, that's all I had for this week.
And that's enough. Thank you very much.
Hmm. I mean, speaking of thank you again for watching, listening, however you're enjoying the podcast. We greatly appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, all that great stuff. It's free. It helps us out. So again, we appreciate it. On
Yep.
that note, Franklin, anything to take us out on?
No, until next time, stay misinformed.
And on that note, bye.
Bye.